Hello, everyone. Welcome to Unboxed God, where we detox from religion and discover the God who refuses to fit inside the boxes we were given. I'm Tolu Sarah Jensen, and here we explore who God really is beyond fear, beyond formulas, and beyond everything we were taught to perform. If you're hungry for a real relationship with Him, you are in the right place. Let's dive in. So, we're moving to the next parable, which is the parable of the tears in the field. What mixed is revealed. Separation waits for harvest. So, the last one was about mixed opportunity, but this is about the final clarity. Up to this point, Jesus has spoken about response. Awakening exposed sleep, stewardship reveals faithfulness, fruit tested transformation, invitation measured urgency. Now Jesus moves preparation into his final sobering phase. Separation. Not separation created by force, not separation rushed by judgment, but separation revealed by time. Because what looks similar at planting does not remain identical at harvesting. So, this is actually, let's read the Bible verse before we continue. So, the Bible verse says, Jesus told them another parable. The kingdom of heaven is like a man who sowed good seed in his field. But while everyone was sleeping, his enemy came and sowed weeds among the wheat and went away. And when the weeds sprouted and formed heads, then the weeds also appeared. The owner's servants came to him and said, Sir, didn't you sow good seed in your field? Where then did the weeds come from? An enemy did this, he replied. The servant asked him, Do you want us to go and pull them up? No, he answered, because while you are pulling the weeds, you may uproot the wheat with them. Let both grow together until the harvest. At that time, I will tell the harvester, first collect the weeds and tie them in bundles to be buried, then gather the wheat and bring it into the barn. That's powerful. So, a man sowed good seed. Jesus begins with assurance. The seed is good. The sower is intentional. The field is cared for. But there's nothing wrong with the origin. This parable is not about flawed beginnings. It's about mixed outcomes over time. Yes, we all began saved. We all began following Jesus. But as we go, some are already with and some are tears. But at the beginning, what God sowed was good. At the beginning, you were a born again Christian. At the beginning, you chose to follow God. But why man slept? That's what the Bible said. The enemy came and sowed tears among the well. Sleep appears again. Not individual sleep this time, but unnoticed vulnerability. The enemy does not destroy the field. He imitates it. Tears resemble wheat in early stages. Difference is not obvious at first. And this is crucial. Jesus is not warning about obvious evil. He's revealing subtle mixture. False does not announce itself. It blends. Yes, a lot of us, we are asleep in battle. And the problem is that devil has been able to integrate into us in a subtle way that you are not able to identify that this is something that should not be part of me. So the enemy has become so smart because we've become, is it dormant? Yes, I want to use a word that we are basically no longer actively conscious. We've allowed weaknesses to come in a very subtle way. And the impact is you don't even recognize it. And that is the sad thing. There's a lot of things that people do today. Oh, I'm not going to help that homeless man because it was his responsibility. He got himself there. So you excuse yourself for not giving. Or if I give him now, he will probably buy alcohol. So I'm not going to enable his vices. So you keep giving yourself reasons not to love. And you keep giving yourself reasons that seemed valid. So of course you are becoming a tear without even knowing. Your actions, the way you live your life, the decision you're making has made you a tear. But the sad thing is you are ignorant. Or you are not aware of it. You are not attentive, sensitive enough to see what you are becoming. And the Bible says when the grain has sprouted and produced a crop, then the tears also appear. So the difference emerges with maturity. Growth exposes what planting concealed. Yes, it's by their fruit we shall know them. Your growth is understood by the fruit that you are producing. Time does not confuse truth, it clarifies it. And judgment does not create separation, it recognizes it. So as you grow, as you I don't want to use the word grow, but as you continue to be a Christian or whatever you've labeled yourself, how we are going to know whether you are there or a with is what you value and what you do not value in your life. Do you value love or do you value judgment? Are you someone that only cares about pulling other people down? Are you someone that cares about pointing fingers at people? Or do you just leave people to God and you just continue to sow the seed of love and allow the harvest to be sorted by the one that is responsible, that is equipped enough for that? He says, do you want us then to go and gather them up? The servant instinct is understandable. Remove what is wrong, fix the field, clean it now. But Jesus refuses haste. Said, no, lest while you gather up the tares, you also uproot the way. Why? Because early judgment lacks clarity. Because premature separation harms what is genuine. And because discernment without patience destroys growth. So preparation here includes restraint. It includes understanding. It includes love. It includes giving people more grace, more love, more patience, more peace. Let both grow together. So this sentence carries the weight of the parable. Coexistence is not endorsement. Yes, delay is not approval, and patience is not blindness. God allows mixture, not because he is indifferent, but because harvest requires fullness. Truth must mature. Falsehood must fully reveal itself. Only then can separation be just. And that separation is the judgment day. That's where everything is going to play out. The sister, the brother that you see together that you think you're all going the same way, you might be on the right way and the sister is not. Or your pastor that you followed all this while, you see him going to hell and you wonder why. Because he has preached the prosperity gospel. Because he has lived an hypocritical life. So God is allowing all of us to grow together, but a day of reckoning is going to come. So notice the order. Growth comes first, Harvest comes later. Separation comes last. So judgment is not sudden, it is timed. At harvest, reapers, not servants, separate. So this is not human sorting. This is divine clarity. This is divine sorting. What endured, bore fruit, and aligned with the seed is gathered. And what imitated growth but lacked life is removed. What has lived a life that is masked with righteousness, but you know within yourself, you know that there's nothing good about you, is removed. So let's look at this analogy, the audition process. Imagine a long-term audition process. At first, everyone looks promising. Early rehearsals reveal little difference, but over time, commitment shows, endurance separates, consistency exposes reality. Some fade, some endure. No one is removed on day one, but not everyone makes the final cast. The director does not guess, time reveals. And this is what Jesus is teaching. So how has this advanced the journey? Preparation has now crossed into final outcome. Fruit revealed responsiveness. Invitation measured urgency. Now growth reveals identity. This parable teaches that belonging cannot be faked forever. What was planted will show itself. What is real will remain. So the question this parable asks is, Jesus is no longer asking, are you responding? Are you bearing fruit? It's now asking, what will your life reveal at harvest? What will your life reveal on the judgment day? Not early promise, not outward similarities, but substance. Because when separation comes, it will not be negotiated. Yes, preparation takes its final turn. The parable does not invite fear, it invites honesty. God is not rushing judgment, but He is not canceling it. Preparation is mercy before harvest. Time is opportunity before separation. And harvest will reveal what planting and growth concealed. So, why this parable belongs is because Jesus places the tears in the field here because preparation has reached its irreversible stage. Growth has happened. Time has passed. Opportunity has been given. Now, what was mixed must be revealed. Judgment does not surprise the prepared. Yes, it confirms what has already been growing. Because in the end, the field will be sorted, not by appearance, but by life. I hope you've been blessed by this parable. See you in the next one. God bless.